afternoon, just about, for me anyway, on a Saturday in the shed. Honda is outside, giving me plenty of room. Got some new boots to go on. Mediocre's up for sale on eBay, 1200 quid. Making some room, going to be moving next year, so downsizing, getting rid of bits. Unfortunately, one of them bits is going to be mediocre. I've sold the Corona, which I've replaced with the Honda, but that really has been a fucking dream rather than squeezing on that little Corona. But today, doing this, which is the Busa. Noticed the other morning when I was going to work, thought I had a puncture. It was tipping really quick, but then felt like it was a bit squirrely, but like your tyre was trying to fold under. So I thought, well, I've lost a bit of pressure in there. But it wasn't. It wasn't that. It was this. The state of that, it's like flood damage. I know this is the side the stand is, so it leans over to this side, but that's like it's been underwater. It's and it's still wet and rusty. This is the worst offending. Where are you? There. That's the worst offending seal. Look at all the shit in there. But it's weird because I was out on this a little while back having a play. You might have seen the video, and it was fine, no problem at all. And then I think it sat for about a week. Sat for about a week, and then went to do a commute on it. Well, I did the commute backwards and forwards. At speed, it was all right, which sort of terrifies me now because shouldn't have really been doing speed at. Well, you shouldn't do speed anyway. It's an illegal drug. Shouldn't be doing speed on these bearings. Let me just set you up a bit. So this is one of the offending bearings. Which is very graunchy. And the other one is this one. I've cleaned them off, but I will put a bit of footage in. I started recording this video with the phone stood up, which makes it quite a tiny picture on YouTube, so I'm redoing it now. That's why the wheels are already off and everything. But that is very graunchy, and the wheel itself, there was movement side to side. When you grab top and bottom of the wheel, there was a bit of movement, bit of clonking side to side. So, but yeah, look at that. I think that's a failed seal, and it's been letting shit in there. I mean, the other side's not too healthy either. But yeah, they're the offending bearings. That dent there is me with the punch knocking them through. The markings on these, it says 620 SRS, which I believe is bearing size, and this is what's going in. So that's there you go, 620 SRS. This is the one that's going in, which also says 620 SRS, but it also has that lovely marking of Koyo and Japan, which never had any problems out of these. They're actually called GSX now, formerly sold as Koyo. So if you see this name, it was formerly Koyo. Hopefully that means they're as good quality. But these, yeah. As I say, I'll put a bit of footage in where I'm spinning the wheel and knocking the wheel about on the bike. But yeah, that definitely looks like flood damage in there. Crazy, man. Listen to how grumbly that is. Yeah, that's shot, isn't it? Didn't have enough height, so I've had to remove the mudguard, give myself a bit of height to get the wheel out. But that's about it, I think. So that's what I'm doing. New bearings in both wheels, front and back. Now there's still a bit of life in these tyres, but they are the Battle Axe BT 23s, which I find a bit squirrely, especially when you've got this much torque going through. Not the torque I'm giving you, but this much torque going through the bike. I find them a bit squirrely. Where's the... because this is a Battle Axe, yeah, Battle Axe BT 023 as well, and they just don't hold so well. On my last booster I was having issues. My mate had a booster, exactly the same colour and everything, just a bit younger, and he was on road 5s and had no problems whatsoever, whereas I was a bit sketchy, bit too much movement going around bends. Might have just been my riding style, but when I upgraded to, or in my opinion it was an upgrade, to road 5s, all that went away. It was spot on. So it's not as confidence inspiring when your tyres are letting you down, and tyres with broken bearings in the middle through the wheel, that's definitely not a good thing. So yeah, I'm doing road 6s. They were 304 quid, 310 quid with delivery, and I think the road 5s would have been 280 including delivery, so it's like 30 quid extra for the upgrade on the rubber. Well, hopefully it's an upgrade, or else I've done 30 quid for no reason. I have got road 6s on the Honda, and that seems very sticky, so I'm hoping for good things out of those. Let us know if you've got someone loving them. If you've got someone you hate them, don't let me know, because I've already bought them and they'll be going on. I only want to hear beautiful, dreamy stories. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm not going to film replacing the bearings because I'm going to have the radio on, and I don't want to keep moving cameras and everything. But that's what I'm up to. Both wheels, new bearings and new tyres. I'll probably throw in some updates as I go, especially if I discover any more disasters. So maybe I'll see you momentarily. That's a bit better. Nice. Okay, it's a similar picture with the back wheel, although they are Koyo bearings in the back wheel. The actual wheel bearings quite smooth, probably alright for a good few thousand more miles. Still got grease in, don't look too bad. The outer seal all looking good. But then you move to the sprocket carrier bearing, and again it's like that side of the bike's been underwater. It's horrific, and that is quite raunchy. So probably on its way out. Probably do a few more miles on it, but yeah. So I don't know whether it was leant over on its stand, and I don't know. Then you'd see some other stuff, wouldn't you? Like the foot pegs and all the rest of it would be immersed. But it's just weird that the left-hand side of the bike seems to have had the worst life. Unless, of course, the right-hand side is letting the water in and it's just sitting against the left-hand side. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're all getting replaced. What I did discover was my old tyre, which is close, it's probably 1/2 mil or less to the wear bar, is actually punctured. There's a nail in it somewhere. I did find it. Yeah, there's a little nail in it. So it wasn't long for the world anyway. Well, saying that, I'd have repaired the puncture. But yeah, so punctured tyre. The bee likes it. Oh, behave. Anyway, thought I'd update you. Shitty and not so shitty bearings being replaced on the rear this time. Okay, that's a few hours in the shed, done and dusted. Tyres on, bearings are in, all balanced, ready to go on, but can't go on because they sent me the wrong seal. The bigger one there is the one they sent me, and that's the size I want. So just can't finish today, which is really bloody annoying. But you'll have to assume I did get it done, and it was a joy just working in the shed without having to move cameras and worry about the angles and all. Not that I did much videography as that, but yeah, it's not been a bad few hours messing about. Anyway, that's as far as I've got. It's pretty much done. Probably the next time you see the old Busa, it will be on the road and getting a bit of a testing on the new tyres. Till then, thanks for watching, and ta-ra.